package, the field seems to stay more condensed, and it's not just one guy running off and basically within 50 laps, the 10th place car is 25 seconds behind him. And you're basically praying for a piece of debris to come out to make a caution. And I think that's also the danger, Eric, in what NASCAR is doing. Look, we talked about one of the guys that we like that left SiriusXM radio. He was on our show, and he even kind of put out on Twitter that seemed to lend itself to the fact that NASCAR was coming out with talking points or restrictions on what they wanted their partners to say. And if NASCAR is not smart enough to realize they can't control that narrative, they can't just go out and tell their partners, oh, this is going to be a crazy race. This is going to be so wild. You have to push it like that. No, you have to push your partners to really talk about what racing is and what you're trying to accomplish, which is keeping the field closer together. You're not creating pack racing the entire race like you have at Daytona and Talladega. And I feel like, I don't want to say NASCAR did that, but if they did have a role in that and they don't go to their partners now and say, you guys got to change the expectation. You guys need to focus on the good racing that's going to take place, like that Ricky Stenhouse and Eric Jones battle, like what we saw at the end with Brad and Joey. That's what we're trying to create more of throughout the entirety of the race. That's what they need to push. They can't keep pushing a fairy tale type racing where you're just going to have 25 cars running within 2 seconds of each other every single week. That's never going to happen unless they go to restrictor plates every week. So that's where it gets dangerous for NASCAR, Eric. The media group is so small and it's such a tight-lipped garage area that you don't have that many voices left. And if NASCAR is controlling their content or pushing them to do stories that are setting themselves up, setting these expectations where you're essentially setting yourself up for failure, Eric, that's a path for destruction for this sport.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think we're on the same page with this one. I think I'd like to see what happens the next few weeks. I mean, I'm completely satisfied, at least sitting here today where we are after 3 races compared to where we were after 3 races in each of the past 5 to 6 years. I mean, we have 3 different winners. We've had great finishes at all 3 tracks, including mile and a halves. I'm not sure what everyone's complaining about. So I think we got to stay the course and see where this plays out. And we'll definitely do that right here on Talk Back. That's going to do it for episode 238. Another jam-packed show, a lot going on in the world of sports. Make sure you hit that follow button on Twitter. It's at TalkBackJustin and at TalkBackEric. And of course, the podcast is at TalkBackFanTalk. Let us know your thoughts on the world of sports and all the latest talk-worthy topics. Thanks for listening. We hope you have a great week. Thank you for listening to this episode of Talk Back. Staying current on sports is our #1 goal, so we drop a new episode each Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or the podcatcher of your choice. For more info about the show, to meet the hosts, or to partner with us on future episodes, please visit TalkBackFanTalk.com. We really enjoy hearing your take on the world of sports, even when you disagree. After all, this show is dedicated to you, the fans. So get direct access to us on Twitter using @TalkBackJustin and @TalkBackEric. Check out our corporate feed on Twitter and Instagram using the handle @TalkBackFanTalk. We hope you have a great week. We'll talk back at you next time.